Hello everyone, so today we will create an SSH key pair and we will populate all our environment with the public key so that we can afterwards execute Ansible commands without the need of using the root password. So we have our environment, all our hosts. I don't know, I have 9 hosts, and we will create a public a key pair. So there will be two keys, and the public one we will copy to all the hosts in our environment, and then we can test a few commands to see how easy it is to manage your environment with Ansible, and in our case, our Xen server environment with Ansible. Okay, so first thing we want to take a look at. So I'm on the same, or we can even close this one. Do not get confused. Okay, so I'm here in my root account, and we want to see here. We will generate those two files, and the public ID we will copy on all the hosts in our environment. So first thing we have to do is to run this command. So it's SSH keygen, and then -t RSA -b, and we will encrypt it with the 4096 bit and -c. So this -c is very important. You can execute the command like this, but I recommend you to use -c. This is a comment, and we can add a comment. So let's say because this key is for the user, we will say it's the root because I'm connected with the root account, and we will say here Ansible test lab. This is very useful to if you have multiple keys installed on a host. This is a very fast way to identify a key in case you need to delete it or something like that, or you just need to see it. So if I execute this command, it will ask me if I want to use this file, so I will overwrite it because I'm always overwriting the default location, because I've already created one yesterday. So let's hit enter. I hope I wrote it correct. So SSH keygen -t RSA -b. Okay. So we want to overwrite. I mean, you just have to type enter and it will write it in that location. And now it sees that it is already there, and we just have to, yes, we overwrite. Now, if you are very strict with security, you will also use a passphrase. This is an additional password. So if you want, you can type here a passphrase, and then every time you execute a command via SSH, you will also need to type that. There is a workaround to load that in the memory, but I will not use a password for this video because it's much simpler for me. So it's my lab environment, and I don't honestly need a passphrase. So we just hit enter twice and the key is generated. So as you can see, here is your key, and you have the comment at the end. We can also just run a cut on the ID RSA pub, and we will see that this is the hash, and we have our comment. And if we did not use the -c, then this part would be missing, and it's more difficult to troubleshoot and or to recognize. Okay, so we've created our ID, and now this file needs to arrive on all our hosts, and we will do this with an Ansible playbook. Two things I've done with this playbook. So as you can see here, I've copied the Ansible config file in my directory, because you can do this. You can copy it in any directory where you have a playbook, and when you execute a playbook, it will use this config file, not the default one, which is under etc Ansible and Ansible config, and also the hosts file. So I copied both, and I'm managing them separately, because this is my test environment. But I believe also in a productive environment, this is the best way to go, because you will probably have different hosts in that you need to manage with some Ansible playbooks, and you need to configure it differently. So let's get back. So for this, I've enabled so this is log path equals, and this is the path to the log file. So I'm logging everything I'm doing. This is very, very, very useful for troubleshooting, and not only. And I've set this host key checking to false, because I needed to execute this script. I will show you the playbook. I will show you in just a few seconds. And the inventory, this is the hosts file. So you can have a host file in each directory. So this you can interpret those as projects. So Ansible is very nice. I'm starting to love it. So let's see the playbook. So I will use this playbook today. It does a few things besides the copying of the key. So first, I'm doing this because I want to get rid of these two things. So the strict host key checking no, so, and then this other one if the hosts are not known by Ansible. And I will manage this with this task. So for the unknown hosts, I will execute this command, this SSH key scan on each host from the inventory. And this part is clearing in case there is already a public key on our hosts. Maybe you do not want to do this in your environment, but for me, the only terminal that needs to have access to execute command is the Ansible node, and this is why I'm clearing everything what's already configured on the hosts, and I'm just setting with the next task. I'm setting the new public key Okay, so let's execute this one. I believe it's saved, and it executes on all the hosts, so everything what's in my inventory. Okay, so let's try to run this one. We need to first navigate to that whole directory, and let's say Ansible playbook, and it's number 3, and we want to ask for vault password, vault pass. I hope I typed it correctly. Okay, the vault password. Now it should ask us if we want to do something. It didn't ask why. 1 second. So Ansible playbook. Oh, I selected the playbook 2. Should have selected playbook 3. Not doesn't matter because as I told you, I'm clearing the key and I'm overwriting. So let's go with 3. And what? Oh yeah, I'm blind. Okay, from 0. Ansible playbook, and 3, not 2, 3, and now ask vault pass. Okay, do we want to add all the hosts in the known hosts? Yes. And now it should go through all the hosts, and it should copy our public key. Okay, so it went through all the hosts. We can check one of them. Let's check, I don't know which one, 03. We can open the console and we can check if our SSH has arrived. Okay. So here is cd to SSH, and we should see the authorized, get authorized, and here we have our and we can quickly identify it because we have the comment, so it's there. Another thing that we can test is just try an SSH directly with no password, just the root, and let's say xen, which one was this one? 03, and we should have direct access. Okay, so I'm directly into xen 03, xen host list. Okay, so I'm in. Let's exit this one. Okay, now because we have this type of access, we can work much better with Ansible, and we can try something like this. So let's see Ansible. Let's try a ping. This is not just a simple ping. It's I will type all because I want to ping everything in the environment. Minus module, and the module is called ping, and we want to have it with -v to see more details. This is a type of verbose. This is why I typed v. Okay, let's see how it goes. Okay, so I wanted to show you that we have this. This is the message that we want to see, ping pong. So this is not just a simple ping. It's this warning is from the hosts that do not have the latest version. So as you can see, we have older versions on those hosts. They are running on Xen server 8.c1, and the only pool that is at the latest, the new Xen server 8 is this pool with Xen 05, 09, and 10. Nevertheless, the ping worked. Let's try on another thing. Let's, for example, let's use the shell module, and that's Ansible, and again all, or we can select only one pool. It doesn't matter. We can go with hosts, and those are the names. So pool F1, pool 01, pool 02. But let's first try on all, and we go with minus module and shell, and -a. -a is for an argument, and we can, for example, what can we do here? We can execute any command that you would normally execute in a Linux, and because we have here Xen server hypervisors, let's use a hypervisor command, Xen server hypervisor command, x host list params equals name label, and this should get me all the name labels from the pool, but it will interrogate each member, so we will have the same information for each member. But let's see how it goes. Okay, so it interrogated Xen server 04, and we have the names of the hosts, and this is happening for each server in the pool. Let's make something more nicer to see. Let's try this time not Xen server command. Let's try a different command. So same stuff, different text. So let's see. Something that should be nice to see is OVS. This is the network status in appctl bond show. Let's see how this goes. Appctl bond show. Let's not go to all. There will be too many information. Let's only go to pool 02. Okay, pool 02. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this command shows you the bond of the network cards on each server, and we can of course filter this out. So bond 0 active. Let's see, I want to see which cards are active, the active member. Okay, so active member, I believe we can also, I'm sure we can grep for active member. So to be sufficient, and let's close. Okay, so this is a very fast way interrogate all your hosts to see which network card is active in the bond. So we can see that on 09 and 05 we have ETH0, and on the 10 we have ETH1. So basically you can interrogate all your environment very quickly. You can create, I don't know, if you want to create reports, you can create them. You just need to filter a little bit the commands. And because I've enabled the SSH log, everything I do I should see in the log file. Yeah, so everything I execute I'm seeing in the log file. And for example, I can just if I manage to clean this response from a command, then I can use this and create a very fast report or troubleshoot in case, I don't know, we have some issues on a network card. We can find very quickly which network card is disabled or not. And like this you can, so for now I only know those two, and I only practiced those two commands. The ping, yeah, nothing to practice, but this one and the shell I like. So with this I can work. So from the Ansible I can work to check a lot of things. One more thing that you can do, this is so let's see the playbooks. I want to show you how you can run the playbook. So you know that I showed you that this playbook is configured to, when you run it, it will execute on all the hosts in the inventory, but you can filter that out when you are running the when you're running the command, and you can filter that out like this. So you need to be in the same in the same directory, because you have here the config and the hosts, and you just run the Ansible playbook. You type your playbook name, number 3, and you just type limit to whatever you want. You can limit to a group, so to pool 0T, or to a single host. So for example, if you want to deploy, you have a new host in the environment and you just want to deploy on the new host, then you just type its name, and the playbook will yeah, we need to have the vault ask vault password, and this will execute just on the xen number 10. We want to add it, yes, or we don't want to. Let's see if we select no. It should go. It should just skip this task. Yeah, it skipped, and it copied the the key to the host. So you do not need necessarily to go and change here every time the host. The playbook will execute when you type limit, and you type a host, a single host, or a group. It will execute only for that group. Okay, one more thing. So let's also check the because we've done the add hosts, let's also check where we can verify that. This is just for this is just an additional information for you and for me too, because as you know, I'm recording those videos to check them out later when I have to do things. So this is the only reason I'm creating them. And if I create them, I will also share them. So let's see, we need to change to SSH. That folder is hidden. And I want to see the known hosts. So this one. Okay, cut. Okay, so now in this file we have all our the known host is that that thing that you get when you log in to a new host with PuTTY, for example, when you never logged in before. So it's that key that it's asking you to accept, and that command just adds all the keys from all the servers in my environment, so that we no longer have to use these commands in the scripts. So those ones, where is it? Strict key, and the other one with user known hosts, because they get to you a lot of warnings and stuff like that. And by doing this with the key, it's much the security guy will love you for sure. Okay, thank you for watching. Have a great day.